right. Hi there, I'm Rebecca. I'm a yoga instructor at the Rec Center at UNLV, and this is the second of a series of yoga basics, yoga 101, all of the beginner things that you need to know about yoga. I'll explain things in more detail. We do a slower paced flow so that I can cue and explain things as we go. Last series we talked about your yogic breath, the Ujjayi breath. We're going to continue to use that breath during this practice. If it's something you already know, then it's a tool you have and you're going to use it today. The focus of today's yoga practice will be doing Warrior One. So Warrior One is a particular kind of stance, and you do several poses in this stance that we're going to work on together just so that we get familiar with the stance. So next time a teacher in a class says Warrior One, you're a little more familiar with how to place your feet, where to bend your knee, how to set up properly, and then flow through in that stance. So we'll go ahead and get started. All you'll need today is just a mat. You may have your water close by or a towel if you need it. And then we'll just go ahead and get started on the mat. So come down to a kneeling position, open your knees wide, touch your big toes together, sit your hips to your heels, and then walk your forehead down. Good. So child's pose, and then take a big breath in, big breath out. Mentally arrive more fully onto your mat, leaving behind anything that was before, anything that's to come. Just give your mind this space right now to be present and to focus on your yoga. Take another breath in and breath out. And one more breath, take a big breath in, biggest breath of your day so far. Feel your whole torso and body. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Very nice. Now, if you haven't already, engage your Ujjayi breath. Create that constriction at the top of your nose. Hear the oceanic sound as you flow your breath, and continue to stay engaged and present with this breath throughout the practice today. Take another big breath in. Smooth breath out. And inhale, rise up to tabletop. Stack your knees underneath your hips and your wrists underneath your shoulders. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, squeeze your shoulder blades together, look up. Exhale, cat, tuck your tailbone. Press your hands into the mat, spread your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Continue to flow breath to movement. This is oftentimes used as an opportunity to start connecting your breath and movement together. Everyone's pace is different for their breathing, and different times of your day you might have different paces of breath. So depending on when you're practicing or what else has gone on in your day, this is your time to tune in and start to become aware of that breath. Not only are we warming up the spine, but we're warming up your mind to stay focused and committed to your breathing. Take one more round. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. Lift your hips up and back. Good. Pedal out your legs. Shift your weight side to side. Warm up your lower body. And then maybe press your chest towards your toes a few times to warm up your upper body. And then find stillness. Place your feet at hip distance. Press your tailbone up. Spread all 10 fingers apart and lift the mat away from your head. Keep those shoulders active. Take a breath in. Breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Step your toes towards your wrists. Lay your feet wider than hip distance. Bend your knees a lot. Reach for opposite elbows to let your upper body hang more freely. Maybe sway your torso side to side. Option to bend your knees if your hamstrings are tight and you need a little support. Shake your head yes and no. Then release your fingertips down. Toe heel your feet closer together, maybe to touch if they do. With bent knees, slowly take your time. Roll up to standing. Very nice. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Exhale, pull your thumbs to your chest. Take another breath in. Open mouth, breath out. Good, breath in again. Open mouth, cleansing breath out. Then commit to staying mindful and present, being non-judgmental as you're moving through these practices and learning something new today. Release your hands by your side. Now we'll flow 2 rounds of Sun A in order to get ourselves ready and prepared. So this is a sun salutation, a basic flow. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Tuck your tailbone down, pull your shoulders back. Lift your chin slightly. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips and dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your hands to your shins or thighs. Lift your shoulders in line with your hips. Bend your knees a lot if you need to in order to create a flat back. Avoid rounding of your shoulders or your low back. Try to flatten your back and straighten through the top of your head. Take an inhale. Exhale, high plank pose. Plant your hands to the mat. Step your feet back. Take another inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to belly, chest, and thighs. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Just lift your heart. Squeeze your elbows together. Lift your chin if it feels comfortable to do so. Take another inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, second cobra, a little deeper this time. Press your hands more into the mat. Pull your shoulders back. Lift your chin again. But keep your elbows slightly bent. And then exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Press your way up and back second time here. Move into some dynamic movement again if you'd like. And then we'll meet back at center, holding strong and still. Take a breath in, breath out. Then inhale, look forward in between your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Remember that Ujjayi breath, that yogic breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank pose. Then lower down to low plank chaturanga pose. Bend at the elbows, hover above the mat. Option to drop to your knees at any time. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Cobra is with knees on the ground. Upward facing dog is lifting the knees. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Drop down to your knees. Take a quick break if you need to. So moving forward, this is where we will be moving into our Warrior One stance. So take a breath, grab some water if you need it, and then meet me in downward facing dog. Okay. So then meet me in downward facing dog. From here, we'll start with an inhale, 3-legged dog. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot as close to in between your thumbs as you can. Now this is where the Warrior One pose starts. When we say inhale to Warrior One, turn your left heel down and turn your left foot out to a 45-degree angle. Then inhale, reach your hands up. Now I know in this pose you can't see my hands as clearly, but the goal is to look at my lower body. We're looking to set up this stance, okay? So left toes turn to a 45-degree angle. The more tight your hips, the more you might turn that foot a little more forward. The more of a challenge you'd like, turn your toes out a little bit more. But if you'd like to start, 45-degree angle. Front toes point straight ahead. Now looking at your heels, the more aligned your heels are, the more of a balance challenge it will be. If you need some more stability, widen your stance so that your feet are more stable. Heels are less aligned, okay? So now we've got the feet and toe position. Lunge into your front knee. Make sure that the front knee engages slightly outward rather than inward. So lift the arch on your right foot, open that knee out to the side, then as much as you can, turn the left hip forward. This is a forward hip movement, so both of your hip bones should be facing forward as much as possible. In order to do this, you might feel that your left foot rolls inward. Try to roll your left foot out towards the knife edge of your foot and then turn your left hip forward. So it's almost like wringing a towel so that back leg stays stable. And you'll see why we need that in a moment, okay? Now you've gotten the hips and the legs set up. Inhale, reach your hands straight overhead. These hands are just like mountain pose. Biceps by your ears, pinkies turned in slightly. Then inhale, reach up. Exhale, place your hands on your low back, or if you can, clasp your hands behind your hips. Good, pull your shoulders back wherever you are. Lift your chest up, inhale. Then exhale to humble warrior, right shoulder to right inner knee. Now you'll feel that left heel might lift up or your foot might adjust on your left side. Keep the knife edge of your left foot down for stability. Good. Once you arrive with shoulder to knee, then look towards the back of your mat, drop your head. And keep your shoulders together. If your hands are clasped, they might come up off your back. Good, breathe here, yogic breath. And inhale, halfway lift, just straighten your right leg. Then exhale, pyramid pose. Reach your hands towards your shin, your ankle, or maybe tent them on the floor. Take an inhale, and then exhale, forehead towards your knee, as much as you can safely. If this feels really challenging, you can place that bend in your right knee, or you can step your feet a little closer together, so you're shortening that stance, okay? But remember that left foot still turns outward like a knife, pressing towards the knife edge of your foot. That will give you that stability to reach forward. Take another breath here. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, revolved pyramid. Send your right hand to the sky. Good. Notice if your right hip pops out, like mine just did, pull your hip back. Rotate your left hip down. Keep the knife edge of your left foot on the floor. Really strengthen up those legs and then twist from your torso. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your hands to the mat. Step your right foot to meet your left. Lift your hips. Good. Now we're gonna move to the other side, but before, take a breath. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift the left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot as close to in between your thumbs as you can. Then turn your right heel down. Inhale to warrior one, just stand up for now. So getting that same setup, turn your right foot out, 45-degree angles, a little less if your hips are tight, a little more if you want the challenge. Make sure that your heels are adjusted, so on that line if you want the balance, and maybe a little wider for stability. Turn your right hip forward, both hips angle forward, lunge into your front knee, don't go past your ankle, and make sure that that knee opens to the side. Press down through the knife edge of your right foot, turn your right hip forward just a little more. Good. So now you've got that wringing towel feeling in your back leg. Pull your tailbone down just a little. Inhale, reach your hands up. Mountain pose in the arms. Pinkies inward, biceps back, abdomen engaged. Take a breath. One more, hold strong. Drop your hands to your low back, either hands to back or clasp your hands. Inhale, open your heart. Then exhale, left shoulder to left knee. Good, keep the bend in your left leg and then feel that outer right foot. Press it down, lift the arch of your right foot. Mash your big toe down and then turn your right hip forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lengthen through your spine, and then exhale, fold your forehead down, look towards the back of your mat. Good, breathe here. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten your left leg. Exhale, pyramid pose, find a comfortable place for your hands. Perhaps place that bend in your left knee if your hamstrings are tight. Re-engage your right foot, turning outward, feeling the knife edge of your right foot. Take another inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forehead to knee. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, revolved triangle. Lift your left hand up. Keep your hips angled forward. Knife edge of your right foot engaged. Lengthen your spine as much as you can. And then lift from your torso, left hand to the sky. Breath in. And exhale, downward dog. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. From here, we're gonna flow those same movements, breath to movement. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Turn your heel down, lift it up. Exhale, hands to your low back, clasp or press. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, humble warrior, shoulder to knee. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten your right leg. Exhale, pyramid pose, forehead to knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, open twist, revolved pyramid. Take another inhale. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, inhale, three-legged dog, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Inhale, warrior one, turn your heel down, lift your hands up. Exhale, hands to your low back, press or clasp. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, humble warrior, left shoulder, left knee. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten your left leg. Exhale, pyramid pose, forehead to knee. Inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, open twist. Take another breath in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good, take another big breath in. And big breath out. Drop down to your knees, have a seat. Nice job. Feel free to repeat that sequence as many times as you'd like to get more and more familiar with the warrior one stance. So the next time you encounter that in a class, you'll know exactly where to go and be more ready for what your body needs in that pose. So thanks for being here. This is the second part of a series. The series will continue. So show up for the next one and we'll be going over warrior two stance. See you next time.